Pooh hat that he wears, right? And a fool and a wizard, right? So the symbology in a performance, or what we would call maybe in psychoanalysis, the enactment of a kind of aggression. Okay. The desire to submit at this point in history to an apocalyptic moment in history is asking people to come to terms in real terms, with a system that in essence will change nothing. And I think he knows that. It will change nothing. It's a system in stasis. My last point maybe is that, can I make my last point? Yeah. Psychoanalytically speaking, politics is not the only way to look at Trumpism, as we've heard today in the opening talk, but we have to consider him as a figure that transcends politics, mere creaturely politics, right? He represents, in this sense, it goes back to my idea about the symbolic thaumaturge, the prophet. He represents the animistic and totemistic pre-narcissistic phase, if I can use that, and the secondary narcissism that stimulates feelings of both belonging and loss, and is incapable of being politicized, really, except through symbolic means. Trump is the idea then, becomes the idea, if you're Marxist, the replication of the idea, that would require an analysis of the mental state, and my friends here know more about this than I do, of an obsessional neurotic. I see him projecting a kind of obsessional, paradigmatic figure that is hiding his pretense of being of the crowd, for the crowd, and by the crowd. And that's a way of talking about populism. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. But it's not the people, it's the crowd. Trump represents both a perverse father figure, father-brother figure. He's both brother to the people who are losers, but he's also a waiting in the wings father figure, whereby playing on the registers of fear, who asks for sacrifice from the crowd, so that a sacrifice that is publicly displayed can alleviate for a brief time only the tensions of aggression and submission, as we've heard from Jay, that produces a feeling, excuse me, of a Klansman-like attachment. And I use the term Klansman with a very